What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Seashore series. Seashore series. Say that 5 times fast. We are finally getting to day 2, and I do say finally because I was counting down the days since I booked this cruise to get to Ocean Cay and experience it. I don't know how y'all book cruises like years out and not just drive yourself crazy, because I be getting anxious, and I was anxious as hell to get to this Ocean Cay overnight. So after only about 4 months of waiting, anticipation, dreaming, we have finally made it to Ocean Cay. One of the driest biscuits I've ever had in my life. So I never went back for the biscuits and gravy, but I will say that this was the first of 7 really good breakfasts on Seashore. I thought they were really consistent with breakfast. And I'll get more into like my view on the food as we get closer to the end of the Seashore series. I feel like I just have more food footage near the end. And after slacking big time day 1, this is also the day that I remembered I was supposed to be vlogging this cruise. So you'll be seeing less and less of like these little recap videos that I'm doing right now the further we get into Seashore, and really none on the next cruise. I don't see why I would need to make any of these for the 2 cruises that I did after Seashore up to this point, which I think I'm still gonna keep those a secret. I might drop like a big hint on the last daily vlog of Seashore as to which 2 cruises I vlogged right after this one. But on deck for day 2 is a whole lot of Ocean Cay. And if you remember from day 1, we completely flunked the muster drill. So guest services told us to come back for the sequel, which is, I guess, was always the next morning. They told us to be at the main theater at 9 a.m. So before we get to enjoy Ocean Cay, first we had to go and redo the muster drill. And remarkably, I remembered to get some footage of interesting people watching on the way to the summer school version of muster drill, but nothing of the actual drill, which sucks because I'm sure most of you guys are responsible enough to complete it correctly day 1 and never got to see kind of like the day 2 version. But you know what? Maybe if I ever go on MSC again, I'll miss day 1 on purpose, just to show you guys. Anything for the footage. But it was simple. Went to the main theater, you met up with your mustard station group. They showed some videos, safety videos, and then did like a little lecture, like a safety lecture. It wasn't like a, why are you guys being irresponsible lecture. Then they dismissed us group by group to go to our muster stations. But one thing I thought was weird is they never like scanned our cards like they would have day 1. They didn't get our names, our room number. So I don't know how they knew that we actually completed muster drill. I feel like we could have just skipped it, but didn't care because we were finally off to Ocean Cay. Yes, the audio worked for the first few minutes, and thank God because that little ditty that they were playing when we were walking in was too good to mute. But this was my first attempt at vlogging anything outside, and I forgot my little like rabbit tail wind protector and something I might call like a little mild windstorm going on this day. So most of this audio sounded horrible. So I'm probably just gonna like talk over it with this little video like I'm doing right now. Um, right now we're walking up the eastern shoreline, heading north. You did see like a little gift shop before this, but we're on an island. We're not trying to do all that commercialism right now. And this, I believe, I know it's a bar, but I believe it's called Springer's Bar. But again, I'm also operating new equipment, so I'm not trying to drink right now either. So fast forward. I'm actually watching my little cutout version of this footage. I'm editing software right now. I'm not sure how other reactors do it, but I'm trying to, I guess, react to a video. That was a weird little U-turn, but we are, what is it? Oh, this is that little ice cream shop, and this is a good example right here. So I shot this entire vlog in vertical form, as if I'm shooting for Instagram. YouTube needs it horizontal, so I had to crop almost everything, and so you're missing a lot of the top and bottom of these shots. Because right now I'm trying to show you the prices because I believe this is like the only place on Ocean Cay where they're going to charge you for food or drinks. I was trying to show you if you didn't like it here, you can go there and it's free. But yeah, so that was some kind of ice cream shop. They had like coffees there and whatnot, but they will charge you for some of the stuff. So getting out of that little hot happening corner, you kind of walk up to, it was actually like the crew area after that. So I kind of cut that part out. And this is the first beach that you're going to come to if you're walking up the eastern shoreline. And I can't confirm this, but I heard going in that Ocean Cay had like a family beach. There was no signs for one anywhere, but I would bet any money that this would be it right here. You see that like little cove or bay? I believe that was man-made, and it just kind of it makes it a real calm and safe area to swim. Kind of protects it a little bit from the rough waters of the ocean and some of the other marine life that you might not want your kids all up in. But yeah, look at that window. Exiting out of there, yeah, that was Seeker's Beach because this right here is wow, nice camera work job. Yeah, that's the buffet. That's Seeker's Buffet. So we were this is probably around like 3 or 4 p.m. We was out here earlier, but I just kind of wanted to experience it in the moment. So we did do lunch there earlier, but I will say that was probably my worst meal of the whole cruise. A lot of that may have been due to selection, but there's some real dry jerk chicken. I even went back to like a different section of the buffet and got some different jerk chicken in case I just got like a bad bird, but that one I think was even worse. So the path right now is kind of forcing you to the middle of the island, and I'm pretty sure this is the lagoon. Yeah, to the lagoon. So this is probably the most popular area on the island. This is that man-made lagoon that they did. So you have North Beach up top there. Where I'm at is South Beach, the Bahama version of South Beach. And right now I'm just walking just past that. Still going up north up the eastern shoreline. I'm not even sure what I. So at this point, I'm still like really new to recording. So when I'm holding this gimbal, really I'm just like still like looking out with my eyes. That's kind of why the camera sometimes will like wander off. I promise I did get better at that eventually. But yeah, just walking up to the bridge. This is the only way to get to. Oh yeah. I actually wish the audio was good enough to use for this vlog because I was having a field day with those little transport huts because they were so full, and you would just see these trams empty, just blow right by them, and you would see people out there like, "What are you doing? Like, what about us?" But this is that same lagoon that we just saw. It really was a beautiful day, wasn't it? Ah, it makes me miss it. I might have to book another MSC. So then lagoon, and then out to the east is just the Atlantic. One of my favorite views. I'm probably talking about something I do not remember what. Oh, I probably should have cut this. I was trying to show you guys this huge iguana, but then I realized like there was no way you guys are gonna be able to see it. He was like almost camouflage. So kind of just speed walking right past that bridge. That first thing you see is like a little yacht club area. I'm not really sure what it is, but I knew that I couldn't go, so I said, forget y'all. Again, this is probably like only like 20, 30 yards past that bridge. You get to Bimini Beach. This is where I came earlier in the day and I snorkeled. It was probably the clearest water I've ever snorkeled in. It was super, super, super clear, which made you able to see because they're almost transparent. I could have swore that these were like baby jellyfish that I was seeing. They look like little transparent cotton balls. I probably saw that more than anything. I saw some fish, not a whole lot of fish to be honest, but I definitely saw some fish, some real colorful fish, but probably more of those jellyfish. I'm like 90% sure. I should have probably done some research and got some images to look at before this video, but which made me want to get out of there, to be honest with you. I didn't want to ruin my vacation. I didn't know if babies can still sting. So this is, I believe, coconuts. This is coconuts. Oh yeah, so this is the lagoon. So this is actually like right across the pathway from Bimini Beach where we were just at. Look at that, it's probably the prettiest sight on Ocean Cay right there, looking at the ship. That's probably gonna sell some tickets right there. I don't really know what I'm holding the camera there for. I'm probably in awe just looking at it and not even remembering that I'm trying to vlog. But this is just walking up. So right now we're kind of like heading west. There's caution sign. There's no lifeguard in Bimini Beach, and Bimini Beach is straight ocean. Beware. Little sand bikes. I was gonna rent them day 3. I ended up not doing it. So this is kind of where at least the paved part ends. The paved path ends on the north part of the island. So I went all the way back to where we started, right by Seashore, and instead of like heading north up the eastern shoreline, we're just gonna take a left off the boat, pretty much heading west, which is Lighthouse Beach, a beach right, literally right as you just saw, right by the ship. I'm not sure if I've ever swam. I'm actually 100% sure I've never swam so close to a cruise ship. And they'll have those little like beach shacks pretty much at like every single beach. If not that, there'll always be something at every beach, an option for food or drinks. kind of speed walking, or fast forwarding, I should say, through this. The DJ booth, probably for the light party, the light beach party, beach light party that they were having tonight. As a little Lighthouse beach bar. Went there after the buffet earlier in the day to wash down that dry ass bird. And you'll see from the end right here, actually. So the back of that ship, all the way to that water, that's the whole island. That's from east to west. This is not a very big island. Really easy to walk to anywhere you want to go. So if you don't want to get passed up by those trams, you really don't have to. You will be all right. Though I say that, and I spent so much time out there walking that I got sunburned by day 3. And also, I never, to the right of here, looking north, it didn't look like there was no real path going there. I didn't see anything out there. But I guess there is kind of like a dirt path. And there, ooh, almost got hit by that tram or go-kart. But I guess there is at least something out there if you want to at least go explore. This is the Lighthouse. They did have like a little bar right at the Lighthouse too. I think it was closed by the time that we got there. That's a wrap for day 2 Ocean Cay, or actually this round, going back in the AC. Yeah, you saw that. It was gorgeous the entire day 2 until about 20 minutes before the beach light show. And then about an hour into the beach light show. It's kind of one of those things that happen a lot on this cruise where it would rain at the start of the event and it would affect it somehow, and then it would kind of clear up shortly afterwards. But hey, what are you gonna do? So with that news, we went down to the Shrine Bar, which is on deck 6, like the second deck in the atrium. It's a really cool bar. I think it's a cool placement because you're close enough to the atrium main floor to where you can hear what's going on, but like far enough to where you can also hear other things. You're not drowned out by the whatever music's going on in the atrium. And the best thing about Shrine Bar is they had my favorite bartender there. What was his name? Oh, I just remembered his name the other day when I was thinking about this video. But anyways, he I don't remember his name, but he made Nikki her new favorite drink, Sex on the Beach. And I remember while we were there, we noticed on the app that there was a Guess the Song game going on at Uptown Lounge. So we decided to head up there to literally wait out the storm.
Start with your rock star game show. Anybody has played this game before? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna explain. Do not worry. I have how many songs?
Sorry, I did not want to play any of the music. I know YouTube can kind of be touchy with those things, so until I understand their game, I'm not going to play it. But the Uptown Lounge and La Cabaret Rouge is probably my 2 favorite venues on the ship. The only problem with the Uptown Lounge is like there's never anything good going on there. Because I looked after this show, and I just kept seeing things like bingo or like a lecture. So I don't think I went back to a show. Actually, well, I didn't go back to a show, but one weird thing about the Uptown Lounge is, so it's on the back of deck 8. The infinity pool is on the very back of deck 8. And the Uptown Lounge is like right next to that. But if you were trying to go anywhere else on deck 8 from the infinity pool going forward, if you don't take the elevators to go up or down, like you're trying to stay on deck 8, you're forced to go through the Uptown Lounge. The only doors are through the Uptown Lounge. And I'm not talking like in the back of it or something. Like they're right in the middle of like the seating area. So we walked into, a few shows there, just trying to get somewhere else from the infinity pool area. So it's just an odd layout. Maybe that's why they don't have a lot of things going on there, because nothing else really made sense because it's a really nice looking venue. But anyways, after about a half hour at the Guess the Song game, we decided to try Ocean Cay again. And while it stopped raining, the party was still kind of rained out. And that is a wrap for day 2. I did stay up and drink and kind of like explore the ship a little bit, but I did not really get much good footage, though I will leave you with one here at the end. Day 2 was awesome, but it was long. We came, we conquered. One last thing is we did not go to main dining room dinner tonight. I forgot even, I'm assuming just we went to the buffet, but we were trying to make the beach light show at 9. Our dinner is at 9:15, which I will never do again. I hope to never do again. It's just that late of a dinner is just, it's right in the middle of too many things going on, too many shows, etc. So I'd rather have like a 5 o'clock dinner and treat it like a late lunch than have something from like 9 to 10 something. Especially MSC can take a little long on their dinner. So sometimes we were there to like 10:30. But skipped it tonight. I'm pretty sure that was the only time that we skipped main dining room dinner. So you should be having about 5 more of those to look forward to on Seashore. But yeah, I couldn't go tonight. And maybe that's why I had the late night munchies. Just to show you what they have available at 1 a.m. It's not much, but they got some fruit, some cold cuts, sandwiches, and of course, MSC pizza. If you're trying to come up here at 2 a.m., this is about all you're going to get. But that is enough for me.